Hey everybody, Brian Bertram here. Listen, I wanted to reach out to you guys and talk a little bit about some of the feedback I'm getting from some of the chiropractors across, I guess, Canada and the US. And some of them are saying, listen, thanks very much. And I'm just going to show you guys. You guys get to see me here a little bit as well. It's like, hey, this is just a little bit of an informal video. I want to talk a little bit about some of the feedback I'm getting from some of the chiropractors. And they're telling me, listen, thanks very much, Brian. But you know what? I've got a web guy, or I've literally, have, my brother-in-law or somebody, are outsourced to a company already. My website. Thanks very much. That's not what I do. I am not. We don't do web development at all. In fact, I don't even want it. I don't mean it negatively, but I'm saying that my job, I do business development. That's really what I do. And what I mean by business development is that I put patients in seats. That's what you're hiring me to do. So I want to really be clear. Now, I have a number of tools I use to do that. And I want to talk a little bit about the differences. And that's kind of what this video, it's just a few minutes. If you take a few minutes, you're going to learn a little bit about how you actually now do very effective online marketing. So that's what this is all about. So I'm just going to show you guys, I'm going to share out my screen a little bit again. And I want to show you guys, here's an ad that I ran about a year ago for a chiropractor. And this ad, literally, you don't have to get into the details of it, but what this ad I think was talking about, a voucher for an adjustment and massage consultation. And what I do is so imagine now I'm putting that ad in people's news feeds. They go from that ad. As part of I guess the working environment here is that we call that ad is offering what we call a lead magnet. It's saying that, hey, here's this voucher, come in. Now, again, I've got about 15 or 20 different campaigns that I can use to, help, cause the public that I'm driving this ad to come in and convert, because it's all about conversions. And so I create interest with very unique offers that are used, I guess, in lead magnets. And then my goal, like I say, my number one goal is to get clicks and get them through, because that's what the ad's designed to do. It's designed to take them to a landing page, what we call a landing funnel, not your website. I never, ever drive them to your website. And I want to sort of talk a little bit about lead conversion funnels versus your website. This is what I drive them to. I create a very specialized landing pages, what we call funnels. And the reason they're called funnels is that they could also be called, I sometimes refer to them as a tunnel, because what happens is that they now convert in. The landing page needs to be absolutely congruent. It needs to speak to whatever the ad was talking about. So if they're coming through for a voucher for an adjustment massage therapy, the landing page they come to is going to just help fulfill whatever that magnet was. It's sort of saying, here's the voucher, come get me. And that's all it does. That's all it does. If I was to put up about pages, and notice that this landing page does not even have a menu on it. And the reason we call them a funnel is that they come in the top, hopefully they go out the bottom. They can't, there's no other, ADD type things they're going to get caught up in and lose track and lose concentration, like abouts and other information on the sites, because that's not what I do. This is not a branding exercise. This is about putting warm bodies in your, in your place, in your seats. And that's what you're hiring me to do, right? So what happens is that the funnel that I use is one of the tools, helps me convert, and it helps me convert extremely well. So these are kind of two pieces that I use: the magnet in the offer, and I fulfill that offer and fulfill that magnet on a variety of landing pages. Now, if they've clicked through and they've signed up, and maybe even chosen a date, or they could call you guys, then often if I have a thank you page or something, like thank you for signing up, or thank you, here's your voucher, it's being sent to your email, or I'm faxing it to you, or I'm texting it to you. I'm old, sorry, faxing, wow, Freudian slip. I'm texting it to you. Often once that job is done, then I can send them off to your website. Because I'm just going to open the screen back up here again, because again, it's about building trust. And we've brought them through this system now. They've signed up, and now, we get to build some trust, get to them like you a little bit. Then I can send them off to your website, and they can find out all about, your additional great services on your website. They don't do a lot there, and half the time they'll go there and leave. But at that point in time, my job is done as far as that ad is concerned. Now, the cool part about it is that I'm just going to take you through the next slide. It's a bit of a secret that for around a $15 a day ad spend, we can produce about 150 leads a month. Now, out of those leads, those are those that maybe have signed up for the magnet. Now, from there, we have to convert them to appointments and get them in the door. The good news is that once they've signed up as leads, I have them forever. So what we find about 50%, that's what we're kind of tracking right now, 50% of the leads we can convert to appointments almost right away. And there's two types of what I call clients. There's actually likely three or four, but let's just think of a granularity of two. And that what I call the slow traffic and fast traffic. So the fast traffic guys will convert to appointment almost immediately with very little effort. The other half, say 75% of the, or 70 leads or so, are what we call a little slower. They've been interested in your service, they've obligated themselves, but now they want to know a little bit more about you. And every week, every month, I've got a variety of slow traffic and a variety of fast traffic. And I have to then blend both of those and convert both of those into clients and patient leads and convert those two guys to appointments. And so we're working with you and your team to help convert those, but knowing I always have two different types of traffic, and I then run additional campaigns into what I call that slower traffic, educating them on and building rapport with them, just like I'm doing with you here. That's what this is. You guys get to know me a little bit better. And I always have those two different types of traffic. So this is not a web page. I wanted to give you, maybe I can convey the concept that there's a lot more to this than simply putting up a little web page. Now, it's complicated, but it's what I do. I wouldn't try to go in and do an adjustment or do what you do. That you're a professional, you're a chiropractor, I'm a professional marketer. And so you leave this part to me and my team. All you got to do is pay for it, but we spend a lot of time talking about the campaigns as well. So that's a little bit about how it works. I'm just going to let you guys go. Thanks very much for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon. If you are interested, you can always hit the emails below or reach out at any point in time, Brian at Bertrim.com. I'd love to talk to you. Talk to you guys soon.